So today I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about someone who really has made a big impact on my life. And that someone will probably have to be my horse, Romeo. So I just want to start out, how many people here have had experience with horses? Okay. How many of you have heard of the term a hard horse? Couple. So for those who don't know, a hard horse is a term used in the equestrian world to describe a horse who's really shaped your life and really just made you fall in love with the sport and the animal in general. And for me, that would have to be my horse, Romeo. So our relationship did not start out great. I started riding in 2013 when I was 11. Yes, correctly, I can do math. And I started riding this horse, Apollo. He was a little white pony, loved everyone, great horse. One day I get to the barn and I see Apollo's name isn't there. So it's Romeo. What's this horse? I've never met him before. So I get on him. Worst lesson of my life. I'm pretty sure I fell off. I'm pretty sure I ended the lesson in tears. He was a bully. He hated everyone. And whenever you tried to tell him to do something that he did not want to do, he would go in the middle of the ring and stand there and pout. And you all know a horse are supposed to have ears, right? You know when a horse you can't see their ears? That means that they're really mad. This is how he looked 90% of the time. So, for probably the first 1 or 2 years of knowing each other, we did not get along. We hated each other. Every time I go to the barn, I'd see, oh look, Romeo's on the lesson list. I would hate having a lesson. I thought about quitting because I had to ride this horse. But just somehow through all that, I got to a point where I really started loving him. And I think it was because you had to work to gain his respect. He wasn't like other animals who were just like, okay, I'll be your friend. You had to actually show him that he could trust you. And when you worked on that relationship, it felt real. Like you were actually getting to the core of a true friend. So we always made jokes about Romeo being old and grumpy and fat. And I always have a quote that I had to say with him, and that was, 2 things can make you happy. Wendy's French fries, yes, specifically Wendy's, and making children cry. And he excelled at doing both of those. He would get mad at us when we would bring him treats that were not his fries. He got really mad at us the one day because we brought him McDonald's. And he has caused, I think, 2 or 3 people to stop riding. But, you know, we broke through and we became really good friends. Now, unfortunately, Romeo was an older gentleman at the time. He was probably around 25. We noticed that his health really started to decline. And that was when he got an injury where he basically degloved the bottom of his foot. He ripped the sole off of his hoof. And my trainer even told me, you know, flat out, we don't know if he's going to recover. He may have to be put down. So we would go to the barn every day, and we would soak his foot in a mixture of Epsom salts and warm water for like 10 minutes, and he hated it. But guess what? We pushed through, and he ended up living past that. Now, unfortunately, even though he was resilient, he was not normal. And in the summer of 2020, I believe the date was August 28th, he did pass away. So I just wanted to take today to kind of tell some stories about him and why he's such a tough old nut to crack and why I loved him so much. Thank you all.
Good job.